What's up, guys? So in this video, back with another video. I'll be talking about driving by myself, like how do I feel, right? Yeah. So after when I probably passed the test and probably passed the test in like April. I mean like last week. I mean last month of March. But however, I ran a red light. But that's a weird thing. I did not get a ticket or anything like that. But yeah. But that's not what the video is about. Not me running a red light again. I'm not going to explain that because I already uploaded a video about it. But it's just, in my opinion, like, how do I feel when I drive by myself? I mean, if you like this video, or you can make a random comment like, how do you feel when you drive on your own, like, later on, right? Yeah, I've seen that a lot of people around my age, they can, like, drive pretty much on their own, right? Because, driving is easy and all that stuff. I mean, if you just put heart and soul into driving, then it's just like riding bike. I mean, if you get like practice after practice, then you'll be eventually good, and then you're not a student driver anymore. Yeah, typically people are student driver usually for 6 months, right? I say for a regular person. I mean, depending on like how fast a person learn anything like that, but yeah, I've been a student driver for 6 months, approximately, right? Because I started practicing driving in October, right? Although I did not have my car yet, but then I started practicing with my mom's car, right? And once they start buying me a new car, which they bought it like this year in January, which is insane, which is 3 months ago, then I start practicing in my car now. So yeah, I'll tell you the exact day when I started driving on my own. So I started driving on my own on April 4th of 2018. And today's the 9th, right? So I started driving by myself like 5 days ago. But now I'm doing this for the second time. So yeah, I drove by myself to school. And how do I feel about myself when I drive by myself without a pair, without a passenger sitting next to me, right? Or even my parent or nobody sitting next to me. So how do I feel about driving myself? Well, I just have to be honest, and I have to tell you what's the truth. Okay, so yeah, I told you what I'm very concerned about and what I'm not concerned about. So yeah, when I drive my own, it's pretty easy, right? Especially with very less traffic and less busy cities, right? Well, just yeah, it all depends on your surroundings, right? Yeah, typically when I drive my own, and typically when I don't see a lot of traffic, then usually it's easy for me to deal with when driving, right? When there's a lot of traffic, when there's like a lot of pedestrian crossing like crazy, or driving in the intersection with like compacted space or anything like that, or any hazards or construction. I mean, I can still drive by myself, but it would be hard, and I will more likely get into an accident if I don't pay attention, right? Yeah, that's another thing I want to point out, man. Yeah, but when I drive, I tell you what I do when I drive. I always pay attention to the road, right? Don't pay attention to anything else. Because if you look at your phone, or if you look what you drop, or if you look for anything that you missed, then you might hit, you more likely to get into an accident if you get distracted. What I'm saying, man, right? Yeah, so I don't get distracted or anything else. But yeah, if I want to use my phone or look down anything, then I just pull over and park my car, right? Like for example, like if I want to play Pokemon Go, then, but however I'm driving, then I just have to like park my car, and then I can use my phone or do whatever I want as long as I'm not driving, right? See, that's more safety, man, right? I give example like how to avoid accident and all that stuff. Yeah, and also when I see a yellow light, I typically slow down or stop, right? Because you know the yellow light is about to turn red. I just tell you like my driving experience so far, but I don't have too much experience because I just drive for like about about like 6 or 7 months now, so don't have too much experience. But then as I get older, once I get very comfortable driving, then I can totally drive by myself. But I'm not 100% confident yet in drive by myself. Right now, I'm building the confidence. So yeah, I do drive by myself, but only in lower traffic area. But in high traffic area or at nighttime, then I definitely have to go with my mom just to be safe about driving, right? Yeah, cause driving at night will get a high risk in accident because you can't see very well and you have to turn on your flashlight. I mean your car flasher, right? Yeah. Anyway, man, enough with the driving confidence thing, but I think I've been driving pretty well, but yeah, it's just that inconsistent. So here's the part where I'm very concerned about when driving by myself. And why do I think I will more likely get into a collision? Okay, here's the part, man. The reason why I'm more likely get into a collision is because I don't react too fast, right? Or sometimes I fail to check traffic, right? Sometimes when I fail to check the traffic, then I'm more likely gonna hit something, a car, or especially a pedestrian. If that's the case, then it's really bad accident. It's really bad. Trust me, man. Yeah, that's the thing I'm concerned about. And yeah, and I did make a mistake today when I drive. Say, is that I'm always concerned about my parking, man. I always park crooked. Like I don't park straight all the time. When I park at an angle, right? Yeah, if I sometimes I park correct, sometimes I don't park correct. And I still don't know like how to correct my parking and stuff without other people telling me. Sometimes I try to repark my car, but then it gets a little bit better, but still very crooked. Okay, so I tell you how I park my car. So let's say that I park at this angle, right? And then, however, my car, okay, let's say this is the parking lot, right? Let's say I park this way, see? And it's like kind of crooked, right? I always park like this, not like this, but always like this. You see what I'm saying? I better show you so that way you understand. Yeah, see? Yeah, I honestly still need more practice parking, but it's just weird that somehow I pass on my first try of my test. It's just weird. But it's true, man. Yeah, sometimes I get lucky, sometimes I don't. I always have bad days and good days. Yeah, and then there's another, and this here is my most concerned things about. It's not because of parking, but parking is a little my concern when it comes to driving. And here's the most thing I'm concerned about is cognitive distracted. If you don't know what cognitive mean, I mean it has nothing to do with driving, but you just think about your like other like horrible things of like what happened to you in life or something like that. But yeah, just in case you have a bad day, you get mad or you get frustrated and it's stuck in your head, yeah, it calls like cognitive distraction, man. And people do get in an accident because of that distraction. Yeah, so I was about to drive yesterday, but then I had a bad day and I get frustrated, so that's why I let my dad drive around instead of me. So yeah, I think there's like other distraction that could interfere with my driving, and sometimes I do get into an accident. Well, not even by driving, man. Even by biking or running. Sometime I get so stressed out or having a bad relief. Sometimes I fall down and get to a like minor accident. But with driving, it's probably a little more riskier. That's what I'm saying. Probably a car accident probably happen more often than like than bike accident or running accident. Just falling down and you slip. Yeah, it's true. And that got me pretty worried. Well, hopefully I don't get into an accident. Hopefully I don't have to make a video about getting an accident because that'll waste my time and you guys gonna hear about the story about me getting into an accident. But yeah, I'll try my best to avoid these kind of mistake. I'll try my best. But peace out, guys, and comment below of what should I do to be a better driver.